On April 4th, 1983, the Challenger spacecraft lifted off on its maiden voyage, titled the STS-6. This launch began a number of firsts for the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA. On this flight, the program's first ever spacewalk took place. The Challenger was NASA's second shuttle to go to space, and on October 30th, 1985, the ship launched on its ninth of a series of milestone missions. The spacecraft itself spent 62 days, 7 hours, 56 minutes, and 22 seconds in space. It was the morning of January 22nd, 1986. 7 specialists, including a New Hampshire high school teacher destined to be the first civilian in space, geared up for launch. Everyone was ready, but engineers and scientists were worried it was too cold to launch. For 6 days, the whole team waited for the weather to improve. Even then, on January 28th, there were still concerns that it might be too cold. But everyone was eager to lift off, and the launch pad in Cape Canaveral, Florida, was set up. A crowd gathered in the near-freezing temperature to watch the launch. At 11:59, the engine started and the spacecraft lifted off the ground, beginning the flight STS-51L, but the trip only lasted 75 seconds. At that moment, the O-ring seal on one of the booster rockets failed, causing the booster to damage the external fuel tank, inevitably leading to the explosion. As scientists expected, it had been too cold, which is why the O-ring seal failed. What little was left of the wreckage plummeted into the ocean. All 7 crew members were killed. This is a photo taken of the crew. From left to right, Sharon Krista McAuliffe, high school teacher. Gregory Jarvis, payload specialist. Judith A. Resnick, mission specialist. Francis R. Shoby, mission commander. Ronald E. McNair, mission specialist. Mike J. Smith, pilot. Ellison S. Onizuka, mission specialist. After this tragic accident, the NASA program was thrown into turmoil. A government task force named the Rogers Commission was established to investigate what happened and prevent future problems. They found that the company that supplied parts to NASA, Martin Thiokol, had knowingly sold faulty parts to NASA. Managers at the space program were informed, but still it was overlooked. Everything was shut down, and the administration's doors were closed. In the meantime, scientists studied how to make a safer and more efficient spacecraft. Hopefully, these advances in science and engineering will prevent any more tragedies from happening again.